existential crisis right now.
Oh, well then. Welcome, everyone.
Oh, sorry.
And our friend who's going through an existential crisis, apparently.
You didn't warn me!
I didn't know warning was needed, but hey.
Warning is always needed, my friend.
Okay.
Always
Anyways,
needed.
welcome to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's all a simulation podcast where we talk about games, nerd stuff, and just geek.
Yeah.
My name is MECHDUDE009, also known as Kevin, joined by someone who needs no introduction. So, tonight, we're going to talk about... I kid, I joke. This is ALLIENICOLE22. Or Allie for short.
I don't get an introduction, apparently.
You don't
Rude. No, I don't. I'm self-explanatory.
Oh,
you know me, you know the whole picture.
Just all of this. All of this is just everything. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot. Oh, yes, dude. Show that off. Okay. We need to show that off. So, she picked this up today, and I'm a little jealous. It's a Carnage Captain America. Like, dude. Also, like, dude, show the back.
Oh, sorry.
Freaking Iron Man. Carnage Iron Man. You got the Black Panther. You got your Gwen. Spider-Gwen. And then the Captain America. And then Iron Man Carnage, dude. I would love that Iron Man one, in all honesty. If they
I'm about to get...
Go ahead.
No, go on.
I was going to say,
I'm a Lucid fan.
I know why too. If they made a Carnage Deadpool like the comics, I would. That would be cool. But it have to be the large one too. Like it would have. There's no way you can contain it in that small one. It has to be the $5 footlong one, the large one. You know, like I wish I would have gotten the large throwback, right? I'm not old at all.
No.
Anyone that gets that joke, how's your back doing? But anyways, no, they had the what is it, like a 8-inch, 10-inch Funkos?
Yeah, I thought it was 12.
It might have been 12. I don't know, but it was a zombie Iron Man.
Yeah.
And they had it at Walmart for like months. Oh, when did it get cut there?
Squirrel.
Sorry. No, I'm looking in my preview. I'm like, what is that on my hand? I'm like, oh yeah. I did yard work this morning and I got an injury. Anyways, what were you gonna say? I think I know what you're gonna say, but go ahead and
I would rather not have the Iron Man anything.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about your Bucky Barnes. Oh, Bucky. Oh, Barnes.
Bucky
and Noble.
Barnes. I love Bucky Barnes.
So apparently there's a leak out that there is going to be one Funko.
There's going to be a Bucky Barnes Funko for Thunderbolts. And the rumor is it's going to be because he's a senator, so it'll be Senator Barnes.
So he's going to be wearing a suit and tie.
Yes, he's got a little, like, American flag pendant there. And I'm like, oh,
yeah, that's cool.
Pretty.
Would be even more dope if he had one sleeve cut off and it's just his arm. His metallic arm. That'd be awesome. I'm sorry.
In the trailer, he literally pulls his arm out of the dishwasher.
Are we fair?
Hey, Chris, good time to join.
Hey, welcome, Chris. Sorry. Oh man. I mean, hey, you gotta clean it somehow, and that's the most efficient way. I mean, as a senator, you're always busy.
I'm just glad Rocket brought it back.
Oh, that's right. He did take it. I forgot.
Nebula stole it for him for the Christmas special.
I thought that was in 2.
No, he tells Bucky in Infinity War.
Yeah.
He's like,
oh, yeah,
I'm going to get that arm. I'm going to get that arm. And then in the Guardians special that's on Disney Plus, as his
Okay.
Christmas gift at the end, Nebula gives him Bucky's arm.
Tavik,
Hi, Tavik!
welcome. We're just talking about Funkos
Yeah.
and
Do I need to show it again?
Bucky Barnes.
I love me some Bucky Barnes. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah, show him the carnage.
Hold on. I'll show Carnage in a second.
Okay, all right.
I had to grab the other one I've got. Okay.
Oh yeah. So there's a Captain America Carnage going on. Like it's dope. And they also have Black Panther, Spider-Gwen, or I guess the Ghost Spider, and
I don't
Carnage
like it.
Iron Man. I'm not a big fan of that one either. I've seen
Yeah, I
the
don't
wall. There's going to be
You
more.
have.
There's going to be more
Wait.
expansion.
He thinks he's seen the wall. He has not seen the wall.
No,
I'll show
he
you
hasn't.
guys the wall.
Yeah, I've seen the
He
wall.
hasn't seen this yet.
He's seen that wall. Your wall has
Not-
been shown in stream before.
Has it really all of it?
Yeah. I mean, okay.
Even-
So in the angle it doesn't look like much, but when you get the full angle, it's a lot. It's a lot.
There's some back there behind me too, near my bed.
And there's some behind the monitor that nobody can see.
Oh yeah, they're right there. And I got this one.
Oh my god.
I love Bucky
The
Barnes.
Civil War.
This one actually connects with a whole bunch. Like it's a whole set, but I only bought Bucky because Bucky's the most important.
Oh, that's right. Chris has seen the wall.
Yeah.
Chris knows about the wall.
Chris knows about the wall, but Chris has not seen the thing upstairs that you've seen with all the video games and
Oh
Mark.
yeah. And then the wall hangers, yeah. That's actually dope.
You know what? That could be like a thing that I put up on the Instagram one day. Is
That
like,
could
hey,
be like a special event or something, or just a showcase.
There you go.
Like,
there we go.
You want to see it? Bring in some people, and we'll show it off. 200 followers, let's go. 1,000 followers. I'll show what's behind this wall, behind me, right here.
Yep. For 1,000 followers, you can see my Funko collection. One
I
time.
have seen the wall. You only get to see it once. Everybody gets one.
Everybody only gets one. That's so bad. Everybody only gets one. I love that.
Yeah.
I was totally going to put something up on TikTok about this today. So now I'm doing it right now. Podcast time. I
Podcast
got a
time.
lot of followers. Podcast time.
Podcast time. We're doing a podcast. Now, join us.
Yeah, for real. Anyway.
I mean, we'll be up for a little bit longer. I don't know. Do you want to stay longer than the normal hour that we've done before, or how you feeling?
Yeah, as long as I have an hour to do all my homework assignments that have to be turned in by midnight. Listen.
It's been a week. I get it. It has been a week.
It's been a week.
Yep. It's been a week for both of us. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
The wall of pop.
It's the wall of pop. I mean, Tavik, I even have the Thor Ragnarok like goat. No, was it Ragnarok? Is it Ragnarok? No, it's not Ragnarok. Thor Love and Thunder, the goat thing, the thing that he pulls. I can't remember the name of it, but
I don't know.
It's got the goats on the front of it, and they can travel. I don't know. It's stupid, but it's cool.
I don't know what you're. I've seen the movie, but I can't recall what you're describing. Something with goats.
Because I can't. I'll have to look at it later.
Yes, Tavik, we are going to talk Silent Hill tonight. You are right. This is the story of a girl
All about how.
who cried a river and drowned the whole world. I mean, technically, in a way that kind of fits. In a way that does kind of fit. It's weird.
Oh my god. Okay.
What? Go ahead.
Call Me Kevin just did a parody of Fresh Prince, okay? Like legitimately just did. But it was for like whatchamacallit,
I don't know.
Jim Pickens. his Sims character.
Oh. Chariots pulled by the goats.
The chariot! Yes, it's a chariot.
That's
it's
what
it's
I
a
thought.
chariot.
But like,
and it's
the way
on
you're
the
describing it.
But it's on the color road. I don't you don't want that name.
I can't remember the name of the road either, but yes.
Yes.
And I do know what you're talking about.
And they go, ah! Every time he pulls them.
I don't remember that part. Did I actually watch it? No, I didn't watch it.
You haven't loved...
I watched every one of them except for Ragnarok. That's what I forgot.
It's Love and Thunder. That's what this is from.
Oh. I haven't seen Love and Thunder. So then, I did see what Ragnarok. Yeah, because that was more witty and jokes. Yeah, because at the very beginning, he was hung by the chain, and Homeboy was talking to him, and he was like, hold on. Let me get it full circle. Now you have my full attention. Yeah, okay, that was Ragnarok.
Because Ragnarok leads into Infinity War.
Yes. Does it?
Yeah, because their ships are stranded in space, and you see that happening because they're oh my god, I'm blanking on the name of their home. But it blew up. His sister blew it up, basically, like Ragnarok happened.
Yeah.
And so they took what was left of them, and they're on the ships, and Thanos shows up.
Huh.
And then he kills Loki.
Spoiler alert.
Everybody knows he kills Loki. He picks him up by his little throat and...
Yes. Yeah, no, that's true.
I mean, it's been out long enough.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Just like spoiler for Silent Hill 1, it's been out long enough, and like I should know by now, but I haven't beaten it yet, even though I'm like, I'm that close. Like,
we're very deep in the multiverse saga, okay? Infinity Saga's gone. We are deep in the multiverse saga.
Yeah, now the Infinity Saga is gone, and
I mean,
ever since Strange opened up the multiverse, and then it's just chaos.
It's chaos, but like Agatha All Along is fantastic.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay. I don't have Disney Plus anymore, so I can't really watch it, but
it's so good. Anywho's it's
so yes, Silent Hill. Where it all began, the psychological mind-bending horror game, dear goodness. Where do we begin?
We could begin with how I found it.
Okay.
I got a really good story. I got a really good story about how I found this game, okay?
All right, which one? The first one?
The first one.
Okay, the first one.
So we're at like this, like the store or whatever, like a video game rental store.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's Blockbuster or Hollywood, I can't remember. But my mom was like, you can get one video game. And I'm like, okay. So I like ran down the video game section and I saw the cover. And if everybody remembers what the original
black
cover,
and white gray looking cover of someone's face, and it's just random. Yes. Yeah.
I turned it around and I was reading it, and I'm like, I want this one.
Isn't that the one with the buggy eyes just staring right at you?
Yeah, like it's Harry's face, but it's like shrouded and all that.
Oh no, I'm talking like two beady eyes just staring right at your face.
I don't think so. I don't think that's what it was. That was. But I took it to my mom.
Any who's it's. Travis not the only one that says any who's it's.
Like Silent Hill 2 is more of the beady eyes looking at you. This one's like Harry's looking off. Harry's like looking off like, I am a dramatic man looking for his daughter.
I could have swore I'd seen one that was just two eyes just staring into your soul as you look at the back cover. I don't remember what game it was, but it sounded like it was Silent Hill. But then again, I sold my copy, so I don't remember. But anyways.
But I took it in its little like case, you know, because the rental case was different than the actual.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I like went to my mom and I convinced her that it was a game about going up and down hills in a car.
I mean, honestly, bravo. Holy cow. There are cars in the game, but you definitely don't go up and hill down with them.
Let's just spend 10 minutes going, no, Mom, they go up and down the hill.
Just trust me. Don't read the back. Don't look at the cover. That's what it does. It's a kart racing game. I don't know why they call it Silent Hill. It's a weird name. I just want to play it.
I still don't know why she believed me, but she let me rent it.
Oh my gosh.
And I got so excited. I took it up. I was like, okay. I turned it on. She came up like an hour later. And I'm like, this? And she's like, what is this?
I'm looking for my car. Dude, where's my car?
She would not let me rent a game unless she asked the guy at the front from that day forward.
Oh my goodness.
From that one look at the cover and that one quick read of the back of it, I was a Silent Hill nerd from that moment on.
Nice.
I loved it. I love it.
My first Silent Hill game was actually Silent Hill 2. I don't remember how I came across it, but I think I just bought it from like a secondhand store, and I just started playing it, and I'm like, oh my god! And my friend was, I played with my buddy at the time, and he was like, dude, this is so cool, and we just started playing it, and then eventually, I got like so far into it, we're like, hey, let's just play this all night. Let's just restart it, play it all night, and let's beat it. He's like, yeah, man, it's awesome. And so I remember he fell asleep quite a few times. And I'm just sitting there just so into the story. And then by the time we got done, by the time we got to the credits and then the results of X, Y, and Z, and I look over and we're in the basement. And so we got that little window of us, that you can escape through. Nobody can get through that. Let's be honest.
I mean, as someone who sleeps in a basement, no.
Yeah, no, yeah. So that was a thing for us teenagers. I never understood it. But anyways, I look over and I'm like half awake. Like I'm about ready to pass out. I'm like, dude. And I think he was awake for the ending because I woke him up. He's like, what? He's like, it's light outside. Yeah, I think we should get some sleep. Yeah, and then we just passed out until like noon the next morning. I think it was Sunday or something. Oh, but that ever since then I was like, I want to play it, and so then I played 3, and then 4, and then I finally got 1 on my PSP, which I've been playing.
He's gonna gloat now.
Yeah, I got a PSP Go. And this is what I played it on for the longest time, and I got it to turn on again after X amount of years. I don't remember, but that's why I'm almost beating it on. But it's almost unbeatable for me because I'm at a point where I can't.
He needs to keep going on, and he won't.
You beat Sybil then with like
Fine,
1 health vial and like 6 shots of the rifle, and that's it.
Give me a challenge.
All right, bet. Let me see if I can take that file save off. I'll give you the save file. Let's do it. Yeah.
I beat that game on hard.
Ooh, good for you. I can't. Okay, I made mistakes.
Fatal Frame.
All right, everyone. That's it for the night. This was very short. It's not what I anticipated, but we're done for the night. So actually, that's the end of the podcast. We're done. No more podcast. That's it. Good night, everyone. Just okay. Bye. You let me know when it's Fatal Frame, and I will not be here. Just saying.
Fine.
I will give you my story, and you could read it aloud as to why I'm.
You did not turn the intermission on, did you?
Yes, I did.
It's so bad.
Anyways, so speaking of Silent Hill 1 on the PS1.
Love it. Absolutely
It's actually really good. It was actually really good for the game that it was built on. The console it was built on. Sorry.
It's
so like
there's nothing like it.
Dino Crisis.
Oh, shut up about Dino Crisis.
Resident
Come on,
Evil.
man. No, okay. I will fight you on that one.
Chris, no, Chris, no, Chris.
Chris, you're gonna be my guest on that one. We are gonna turn
there
into Fatal Frame.
See, you got your guest. You don't need me. You got
Let's
Chris.
go.
Chris, you up for it? Let's do it. Well, I'll sub you in. We'll let Allie figure out OBS on run how to run this.
Okay, so listen, you just turn it on. Chris and I'll talk. You turn it off. That's all you gotta do.
Okay, I guess.
Okay. You can play your little PSP in the corner.
I will. He says, I got you.
Sweet, because I beat every one of them.
So there you go. So that's what's wrong with you.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you heard me. That's what's wrong with you. You play Fatal Frame. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's part of it. Maybe that's why
I mean, to be fair, Silent Hill isn't that much better.
No.
Like,
that's where I'm gonna fight you.
As far as psychological, like, we should be like, oh my god, what is it? But we're like, oh my god, what is this? Give us more. Like, this is amazing. Like, not in that kind of weird way though.
And that's where I'm gonna fight you on Resident Evil, because Resident Evil is purely a gotcha. It's like here's a zombie, you kill it, here's a gotcha. Whereas Silent Hill was like, okay, dude just crashed his Jeep. Now he's looking for his daughter. Now he's walking into this whole chain link fence area. Oh crap, I'm dead. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm alive. And there's a cop. Cop's kind of hot. Give me a gun.
She was all right, but I mean, listen, okay. she those kind of pixels ain't. I don't float towards those kind of pixels. Just saying.
Okay, 12-year-old me was like, leather pants.
Oh my goodness.
I was finding myself, okay?
That's fair. That's fair.
But like your first enemy literally comes in that diner and you get introduced to it. And it's like, the point of the game is not to kill things.
No.
Like, you can avoid everything.
You can, yes, 100%. Yeah, I'm not, okay, so, like, yeah, you can avoid everything in Silent Hill. A lot of things in Silent Hill. There are things you cannot avoid. But,
more
yeah.
in 2 you can avoid.
Huh?
There's more in 2, but that you can avoid.
Yeah, no, I did that a lot in Silent Hill too. Actually, I'm doing that right now with the remake. As best I can. And I'm making so many mistakes because I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, come on. I'm just briefly talking about it. It'll be all right.
No. I mean, I'm saying not me. We can talk about it. We can certainly talk about the remake, but save it.
Okay, no, I'll save it. Shoot. I was going to say something about one. I forgot what it was.
We were talking about how you can avoid people. You
can
don't
avoid
have to fight every enemy.
I mean, I was going to talk about the fog. Yeah, Resident Evil was a very much a zombie shooter. There was
and they throw everything at you.
But there wasn't that much story, I feel.
There's a story, dude. You got to dig deep, but there's a...
Well, you want to talk about digging deep, bro. Silent Hill, you really got to dig deep. Like, Silent Hill 2, it goes deep.
Okay, but I was trying to touch on this to you the other day. And anybody watching this might know. The first Silent Hill game is literally a chess match.
Yeah, explain that to me.
Okay, you've got Dahlia on this side, who wants Alessa to birth the god.
Okay.
You have Harry on this side, who literally just found a baby on the side of the road and raised it.
Yeah.
And now he's just looking for his daughter. They don't realize they're looking for literally the same person. She's maneuvering him in ways she wants. He's maneuvering her in ways that he wants, while Alessa's kind of sitting there sort of playing them both. It is a huge chess match. And there's this amazing theory written out like back in 2002 about it. But like, it's just basically like they both are pawns, okay, in this game that they think they're playing together. But in reality, Alessa is playing the entire thing herself. She doesn't necessarily want to punish Harry because he raised the good part of her.
Yeah.
But she wants to punish her mom because her mom's a piece of crap who burned her.
Right. I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense, yeah.
Like the minute he comes in the town, he's manipulated.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to get the Flaros. You have to get the Flaros. Like, shut up, Dahlia. I'm not going after the Flaros. Oh wait, yeah, I do. I have to get through this. You suck.
Yeah, so in a way it's sort of a linear path, but in a way it's made that way because of Alessa.
Yeah.
Made it so.
Because Alessa wants to punish everyone that burned her.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
I mean,
I'm at the carnival right now, so. Yeah. Yeah. I'm at Sybil. I cannot get freaking past her, man.
You gotta save her too. If you put the stuff on her, you'll save her.
The red liquid? That's what that's for? Okay.
Yes!
I've been carrying it around for like ever.
She's got a freaking like alien tumor on her back.
It is not a tumor. Whatever you think it is not a tumor.
It's a tumor.
The tumor.
It's a really big tumor.
Okay.
But it's controlling her, and that's how you get rid of her.
Wait, didn't they have those sort of things in Futurama? Those slime things on there?
We don't talk about Futurama, okay?
Oh.
Futurama has toyed with my emotions with the amount of times it's canceled and brought back and canceled and brought back.
Fair.
My heart can only take so much.
That's fair. Fair.
It's like Bob's Burgers. I always think it's going to get canceled and never does.
They're still going?
Yes.
You can tell we got brains of like the size of goldfish. Cause
I was
like,
about to say we're squirreling real bad. I will say though, the best part about the first Silent Hill game, and the thing that gets memed all the time, and I sent it to you, is, have you seen my daughter? Black hair.
So it was like this rough little animation from like Newgrounds. So like 2001 maybe, if that, maybe 99. And it's just like MS Paint animation style. It zooms in as like, Harry, have you seen my daughter? I'm looking for her. And then zooms out for him. He's backed in a corner with two like gnarly looking creatures growling at him. She looks like this. And then the other one just jumps right onto him. And then just cuts. That's our humor when we grew up. That is our.
I love it.
Newgrounds.
Have you seen my daughter?
Was it albino black sheep?
8 years old, black hair. Have you seen her? Have you seen her?
Have you seen my daughter?
I mean, that and the UFO ending.
Fair.
I think it's classic.
I've never seen. So yeah, I've never beat the game, so I don't know what the UFO ending is. I know what the dog ending is. I've heard of the. Oh, stop it! you know I'm having trouble this week, so.
I know. The UFO ending is glorious.
Yeah, is it?
Oh yeah.
Is that the dog ending or?
No, the dog ending's in 2.
I didn't know if the dog was in the first one or not.
No, the dog ending is in 2, but the UFO ending is Harry just basically gets abducted. He asks the aliens if you see my daughter.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, just come join us. We're not gonna probe you." Totally not.
I only got it once. I only got it once, and I laughed so hard I thought I was gonna pee my pants because it was so stupid, and I loved it so much.
I may have to look that up. On all honesty,
I sent you the second one though.
Yeah, I have yet to watch it, but listen, Linda, don't do that face. Golly. Okay, so listen, the only time I've ever replayed a Silent Hill game was 3. And that's only to see, okay, what is the special melee weapon you get, and what is the special gun that you get? And also to unlock the Sailor Moon costume.
Okay, so the Sailor Moon costume is kind of hot, so I'm not gonna knock you on that one. But
okay, fair. Listen, again, those sets of pixels just didn't intrigue me.
No, she just. We'll talk about when we get to 3, but her animation for that is just classic.
We can talk about 3 right now. Like, since we're talking about 3, like, I don't care.
Well, I mean, she goes, oh. She's like covering all these random parts as she's transforming like Sailor Moon.
Oh, yeah. It's
like this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is a Japanese game, so there has to be some sort of Japanese or Sailor Moon fan servicing quotations.
I mean, she even gets like, she can get the heart wand and she completes the whole picture.
The heart wand, yeah. Yeah. And she looks like she looks like a freaking what is the game? Space Station number 5 or whatever?
Yeah,
with the headset. She wears a headset and the antennas and like, oh my gosh, it's such a weird outfit.
She's a Wish.com Sailor Moon.
She's a Temu Sailor Moon. I think Wish.com is now dead. I think the term is Temu now. But Wish.com still works. Like, oh, we got Sailor Moon at home.
Need that Sailor Moon. You get the real one. No, honey, you can't have that. It's a knockoff, clearly. It has antennae.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. But anyways, the melee weapon, the special melee weapon you get, you find it it's in the doorknob at the end of the hallway. Mm-hmm. You finally, the door is locked, and you're able to turn it, and it's like, oh, something came out. And so you pull it out, and it's a freaking beam saber.
It's a lightsaber for all intents and purposes. It's a Wish.com lightsaber.
It's a Temu lightsaber.
It's the one your mom gets you when you say you want a lightsaber, and she goes to the dollar store and she's like, I guess this'll do.
I can't even remember if it like 1 hits or not. I don't think it did though.
I think it's like a couple hits, but it stuns them.
It's still better than a freaking metal pipe or a crowbar.
The metal pipe's OG, man.
I mean, yeah, that's been in every one of them, but the better one is the freaking Uzi.
Okay, yeah, I love mowing down everybody.
You get to go gangsta. Oh, yo.
That's right, Claudia. I'm coming for you.
That's right, Claudia. I'm coming for you. I
ain't having no babies.
Go freaking Predator on them.
She's screaming that she let the parasite out.
So that game, when I went through it first, oh my god, that is so messed up. Like, I thought 2 was bad. Nah, this is more disturbing than 2.
And the fact that 3 is a continuation of the story of 1 is even more unsettling in some ways.
Yeah, so I guess the most unsettling thing is the scenery around frickin' Heather,
Yeah.
the main character.
I have a theory about that, but go on.
Okay. I mean, I was just gonna say, like, the one thing that stands out in my mind is when you get to the carnival.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking carnivals of all places. It's so weird. And you see the bunny suit mascot on the bench, all bloodied up, and
Robbie.
No, I just remember that. And then like there's other ones that just walk around and like try to get you.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, that's a little disturbing.
I mean, getting mowed down by a roller coaster isn't?
I mean, kind of. Yeah, that's what I mean. That whole carnival scene was just mess. In all honesty, I hated those things from the ceiling that came down with like the spinning blades and just
yes.
King hate them, dude.
They were jerks.
Yeah, and you meet them in the frickin' mall, and it's like, just stop. Nobody likes you. Can't help.
They're at the fair too.
Yeah, I know they're everywhere, but you see them first in the mall, and I'm like, no, I hate this game already. So,
like, I like 3 to an extent.
Yeah.
I have some problems with how Harry dies.
I don't remember how he dies. I have the millennial memory. Oh, okay.
So like, Heather does the stuff at the mall. She's freaking out. She's blaming Douglas for all of it. She like goes to her apartment and she comes in and her dad's sitting in the chair dead.
Oh.
And she like loses it. And then she sees this blood trail going out the back door.
Yeah.
Like the balcony door. And she goes out there and then she fights her first bad guy and Claudia's there. And she's like, he took you from us.
Oh, yeah.
Alessa, you belong with us. And it's like, what? And it's like,
yeah, because for so long she was with Harry, and so she didn't remember who Alessa is.
No, like, they talk about it a little bit. Like, she kind of does and she doesn't, because Harry changed her name from Cheryl to Heather because the Order found them.
Or Cheryl. Sorry, yeah.
He because the Order found them and he puts them in like witness protection so that he can keep her from the Order.
The crazies don't find her.
They want that god, dang it. So then Claudia, she hires Douglas and Douglas finds her and inadvertently leads her to Claudia. But what Douglas doesn't realize is like Claudia's part of this Order that was killing people and like taking people and kidnapping people and stuff like that. And he's like, they're bad people. So he feels bad for dragging her into this, letting them find her. And Harry dying off camera, I almost turned the game off. I was like, what?
Dang.
What? Because first of all, like, you don't know which ending in the first one is canon. You don't know if him leaving with the baby is canon. You don't know if him leaving with Sybil and the baby is canon. You don't know if him just being stuck in Silent Hill is canon. Like, you don't know.
Leaving in a UFO.
Yeah. That's the canon. There we go.
Right.
But you don't know. So then this game tells you basically, yep, he left with the baby. Okay, did he leave with Sybil? Did he not leave with Sybil? That's still up for debate.
Right.
I've never actually seen anything that says he did, but then you kill him?
Actually,
you just kill him.
I don't think she was even mentioned in that game, was she?
No. Yeah, I don't remember her ever being mentioned.
Likewise.
But it would have made more sense. Yes, she wanted to go after the Order and everything because he had killed her dad. But what if instead she finally tells her dad, look, these people have almost found us twice. They finally found us. Let's just deal with it. And then they go. Well, they kind of did that in the movie then when they did Silent Hill Revelation. They kind of did that because they kept Harry alive and like they went to find, he ends up finding her mom. It's this whole thing. I don't like that movie. Jon Snow playing Vincent, really weird for me. I can't.
No. Wait.
You've
Talking
seen
about the
Game of
character from
Thrones?
freaking Game of Thrones?
Kit Harington. Yeah, Kit Harington
Huh.
is in that one. He plays the love interest.
I've never seen Revelations. So.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
seen it too much.
I've seen the first one. That's more than what I wanted. So, yeah, let's fight. Let's do it. What up?
I locked up my thumb. It hurts real bad. You gotta give me a few days.
Just open hand.
No, I'm just gonna gnaw at your ankles.
just put a pencil or something in there and just
No, it's gonna be like this. This is you, and this is me, and I'm like, hey, you suck.
You get out like a freaking 30-foot ladder just to climb up to slap
Hey!
face. Oh man.
I have a theory on why 3 is so twisted and dark. And I've seen many a theory that sort of backs it up, but Cheryl was a tiny little tot when she came in the first one, okay?
Yeah.
She only knew pure innocence. And she was literally the good part of Alessa. Like, Alessa took her out and put her on the side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't know bad. But Heather is like 18, right? She's seen the world. She knows the bad, the good, the ugly.
Yeah.
She knows that Dad had to hide them. She knows this and that. And when you find out in the game that all of that bad stuff, all that rage fuels the God inside of her, it makes sense that Silent Hill, because she is Alessa, she comes back, she changes it, because Silent Hill changes for everybody that comes in there.
Yeah.
And that twisted thing, the God wants more. He wants to get bigger. He wants to get stronger. Mm-hmm. So he twists it even more. Everything gets twisted and turned. She fights more things, feeding him, the darker it gets. Because it gets progressively darker as you go through the game.
That makes sense.
Like the carnival starts like kind of falling apart. Like there's all these dark sections. And then she literally meets her dark self, and she's black and tarish.
Dark Link, essentially. It really was.
She looks like she got burned.
Yeah. Yeah, it really was. But
and
she mean, though.
Like, she is mean, little butthead. I'm like, hey, Bubbles, get out of my face. Because, like, the little things were moving on her body. She looked like Bubbles.
I thought you meant, like, Bubbles from, like, the Powerpuff Girls or something.
Well, yeah. But she wears the Sailor Moon knockoff, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, fair. Yeah. No, that does make sense, because I do remember, like, oddly enough, the darker parts of that game, and not so much, like, the normal parts of that game.
Yeah.
So that makes sense that it got progressively worse over time, and that fueled the death of Harry, her father. Makes sense.
And she even mentions to Douglas that it feels like, I don't remember if she says coming home, but it feels like she's doing the right thing, kind of.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, when she swallows the liquid that's inside of her locket and she spits out the guide, I freaking love that part. Because Claudia's like, no, but then she eats it. Big nasty.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't remember that part, but all right.
You don't remember that? She like eats it and then she does like this and then goes in the ground.
Yeah, the millennial memory. No, I'm good. I don't remember.
That's here. That's not going anywhere.
Fair.
Because the boss fight is literally her head.
Huh. Yeah, I don't remember that. I mean, I vaguely remember the area that you fight in, and the only reason why I remember was because I read online to get the specific unlockable weapons. The last hit to eliminate the boss has to be either a melee or a projectile. And that's how you get the respective unlockable weapons.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, cool. And so, yeah, I've replayed it a couple of times. So I vaguely remember that, but I don't remember much else.
I remember strafing back and forth because it's like it's like this, and you like go from side to side, and she's like,
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. Honestly, Silent Hill 3 was not really my favorite out of all the ones so far. Like, it's not really my favorite at all.
It's not anybody's favorite, really.
Yeah. Really.
I mean, it continued the story, but was it necessary? Not really.
I mean, yeah, I guess I can agree with you on that. Like, it's cool to have a continuation on stuffs, but yeah, if it was it like I guess like you said, the question, was it needed? If the answer is not really, does it really add to the value of one?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you killed off Harry, so you kind of take the value away from me.
Yeah, but it's a continuation. It's like the daughter's taking over now. So it's Harry. It's not Harry's story anymore. Which, to be fair, the first one really wasn't about Harry. It was, I mean, you were playing Harry, but it was more about
none of them.
The daughter.
Yeah, none of them are about Harry. They're all about Alessa.
Yeah.
The whole story is Alessa's story.
Yeah.
And the endings for that one are interesting. Like, I love the one where like she walks up and she like goes to Douglas and he's just kind of like thinking she's evil.
Yeah. I think I've seen
like
that
points
one. Yeah.
gun at her and like shoot her in the back of the head. Take her out. Solve this problem. Oh no, I'm not the biggest fan of that one, but I wouldn't get mad if it was remade.
I think it'd be nice to see it remade. I think there could be a better storytelling with a remake. And honestly, I'd love to see the first one remade. I would love it. But at the same time, it would lose its charm. Only because of like the fog mechanics was like a big deal because of the limitations of the machine, but it still worked. But like that added to the factor.
Okay, I agree with you, except that's why I was very hesitant about the remake for 2.
Okay.
The fog mechanic in the remake, to me, is still just as good as it was in the original.
Yes. No, I agree with that. Like, and
so
actually,
if they were,
yeah, I think they added more fog compared to the original. To be fair,
so if they remade 1 and they did exactly what they did to 2 as far as the fog mechanic,
yeah,
that's fine. I'd be happy.
I'm just saying, there's a certain charm that those older games have. You know, like actually, just before this, I was playing 29 Pro Skater 1 because I lived on that game for a long time, and so that's my go-to comfort for that type of nostalgia. Yeah. 29 Pro Skater 1 on the PS1, I will have fun with that. I love it. And I played the remake, and it's not the same. It's fun, but it's not for me, it's not the same.
No, that's understandable.
I don't know how to really explain it, but
other than just saying it's not the same.
It's not the same. And also too, I guess, because like it's, like let's say 29 Pro Skater has been done over 10 times by now. So having a remake of the first and second one, it's not going to hit the same feels because we've had like X amount of games before. It's not the first ever skateboarding game to be like this. And I think that's with a lot of nostalgia games. I know we're kind of going on a tangent here, but like with a lot of nostalgia, like,
when don't we?
For real, squirrel.
Squirrel.
Yeah, a lot of nostalgia. It's that first emotional feeling that you get for the first time, like playing Resident Evil 4. was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was good. A lot of people can argue otherwise. Silent Hill 2, oh my God. Fatal Frame. I have thoughts. And trauma. And nightmares. But that was my very first game of that caliber. So those first impressions really stick with you for the longest time.
I know. Yeah, slow car game up a hill.
Slow car game up a hill. Made a huge impression. Your mom was like, no more slow car game for you.
No, she let me beat it, by the way.
I mean, awesome, but like, dang.
Only because she was like, "You're gonna have nightmares."
She was like, "This is on you, but you're gonna have nightmares."
Yep, I did. I sure did. I sure did. Sure did.
Oh, man.
Find the Floros all over Nightmare Land.
Oh man.
Okay, so I gotta say it. I gotta say the Vincent line. I gotta do it.
Okay.
There's a part in 3 that's literally the most unsettling thing from the entire series. No, I take that back. From the entire first 3 for me.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is Vincent looks at Heather and says, "You see them as monsters? They look like monsters to you?" Heather starts to panic and he goes, "I'm just kidding. It's just a joke."
As he pushes up his glasses.
I literally dropped my controller and was like, "Oh my God, am I killing people? Are they people?" I couldn't. I saved the game and turned it off. I couldn't. That messed with me as the player. And I'm like, I hate this. This is stupid.
That's why this is a psychological horror game.
But it hadn't done that to me. James's crap didn't do that to me. No. Harry's crap didn't do that to me. This stupid wannabe priest says one thing, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, and then it makes you think about the other games that you played and beat, and like, oh my God, were they all people? Were they just all my imagination monsters? It makes you think, though.
I had thoughts about Resident Evil after that. I was like, are they really zombies? Is this a big acid trip?
It's like the freaking Scarecrow from Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Everything turns into monsters. And like, did you just have some bad shrooms? Actually, God, there's a game of that. There's actually 2 games where you basically inhaled a bunch of shroom spores, and then everything's messed up. And then to find out it was all the shrooms.
Okay, so listen, as someone who's walked down that trippy road before, where I swear to God there was a unicorn in the front yard. It's not a short putt to think, oh my God, are they people?
Fair.
I thought a dog was a unicorn, okay? I had half the party convinced about it too.
Dude, I swear, man, there's like a magical creature outside, man. He's like majestic with his horn on the top of his head. I don't know what they call those things, man, but you should go check it out. He's outside right now, man. You gotta go check it out. He's right outside, man.
I whispered the entire time I was talking to them. I was like, guys, there's a unicorn. It's a unicorn. Go get the unicorn. It's a unicorn. Okay, so yeah. Metro. He's not wrong on that one. And The Last of Us. Like, The Last of Us will mess with you. It literally will mess with you.
I'm going to play with it. I actually just downloaded it. I'm going to play with it. So
you've never played The Last of Us?
I'd never had it. I never had the opportunity to play it. No. So I was busy playing other games.
Okay.
Work.
So you haven't been traumatized yet.
No, not yet.
Good luck with that.
Oh, great.
Just know that Joel is the best character in that series. And I will fight anyone who tells me otherwise.
Okay. Fair. You got me worried a little bit, but all right.
No, don't worry about Joel. Yet.
Friggin' spoiled.
You know, there's two of those games, right?
I'm overthinking. Yeah, I know. I have them on my PS5 right now. I'm just getting through it. So.
Okay. All right, so we've touched on 3. We've touched on 1. We should touch on OG together, 2.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about OG
my
2.
favorite one. So.
Not my favorite one.
Well, it's my favorite. And it's also the very first one I played and beat. So. I can't remember what that game... that's going to bug me now. Freaking A. Hold up. I got to look at it.
What, when it came out?
No, that PS2 game with the spores and everything. Just give me 2 seconds.
Well, while he's looking at that. Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill 2.
I was definitely in the camp for the longest time that Mary is in the trunk or the back seat of the car.
Ha.
I was definitely in that camp.
Yep. Found the game.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Say the game.
Oh, it's called Obscure.
Oh, there's a second one.
Wow, you cut out for like half of that because of your voice. Your microphone was like, whoa, 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 a little messy. Bring it down a little bit.
I love that game and the second one.
I have the second one. That's actually where the game got ruined for me because I kid you not, in Scottsdale Mall, you remember that one.
Oh, yeah.
EB Games.
Mm-hmm.
It was a used game. I was about ready to walk out with it. And he was like, oh, he was telling me, I can't remember if this is the first one or not, but he then proceeded to tell me, yeah, and the second one, like, turns out it was the mushrooms all along. I'm like, oh, good. I hope it's not this one then. Turns out it was that one.
He literally ruined.
He ruined the entire franchise.
Game.
Yeah. So.
Okay. I spent too much time in that store and knew pretty much everybody that worked there.
Yeah.
They knew me as the crazy girl. So, like, I can think of 2 of them that might have done that.
It wasn't the fat one.
It was Jamie?
I don't know. I don't remember what he looked like. I just remember I went around in that store and messed with him with my other friend who was a pyromaniac. And he was also a little crazy. And the big guy had to chase us out with a broom a couple of times. It was actually kind of funny. Because we wouldn't leave.
If it was Jamie.
I don't know.
I can guarantee you he did that because he was stoned.
I could see that. I could honestly see that, actually.
He ruined the entire story for Final Fantasy IX for me.
Ooh. That sucks. I haven't even beaten it yet, but that sucks.
So I would go to buy me toys and I would buy a comic book and I would read it in the like food court.
Mm-hmm.
And I would walk in there knowing that it was the one Jamie hadn't read yet. And I would tell him the whole thing. And he would get mad. And there was nothing he could do about it.
So he was getting back at you.
No, this was after he spoiled.
Oh, gotcha.
I tortured him for almost a year. He's like, doesn't your mother know you're here?
Yes, besides the point. So on page 3,
Spider-Man did this.
Spider-Man died.
Oh, it was like there was like a Ben Reilly story at the time where like he did die. And I like walked up and he goes, "You did not." I'm like,
You're gonna love page 52.
I'm standing outside the store. I'm like, remember that window they had right here? But
Yeah.
sometimes they had. I put it up in the window, and all I heard was, "I hate you more than anyone."
Oh man.
My boyfriend at the time did not like that I did that.
That is actually quite hilarious.
So 2. We should get back.
Yeah, back to 2. I forget. I wasn't sure what you were talking about, but
I was just 2 is not my favorite. It's your favorite.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, but I was definitely in the camp of like Mary's in the back seat. Mary's in the trunk.
That's right, the back seat. Yeah.
Like the minute I turned that game on and I saw him just like wiping his face and stuff and the way that he looked, I was like, man's got crazy eyes. And like, as you're going down, and I've talked to so many people that play 2, when you're walking down the wooded area,
Yeah.
the sounds that come around you are absolutely unsettling.
Yes, like vines, like reaching out or whatever. Yeah. I
You
was hearing
swear,
that in the remake.
like you swear you're gonna see something.
I swear
Like
something's gonna grab my leg. Yeah. Freaking A.
And then it doesn't. It doesn't. And like that's the thing I will give that game is its ambiance and its soundtrack and its noises are just phenomenal. You can't touch it. Like when James is running on like in the apartments and he runs on like the linoleum and then the carpet, his footsteps literally change.
Well, I mean, so today's standards, that's nothing big, but on the PS2, that was a huge deal and added to more of the factor of the immersiveness, I guess you could say. Like you're being like sucked into that game. Like it was really good.
And the soundtrack is good, and the
soundtrack is amazing.
Yes. I'm not the biggest fan of some of the characters in it.
No, and a lot of people can say the same. Like some people will say Eddie was horrific. He was so crazy and whatever. And then other people will say Amanda or whatever her name is that you meet in the cemetery, she's like so dull. And
Angela,
thank you. Yeah, she had a weird name. I never liked that name for some reason.
Her story's interesting.
His story is messed up. But like, so with 2, you don't. So with the first one, you only get the story behind Harry. But with 2, you also get incorporation of like Eddie, Angela, this little girl, and
Laura.
Laura, and like you got to hear stories from other people. And at the end, oh my gosh, freaking spoiler alerts. Like, you see things that the other characters don't see and vice versa, which really, again, this is very much a psychological game. And that's what I love about it. It's not a jump scare like Resident Evil. Resident Evil is a jump scare shooter. Silent Hill 2 just fits into your ear hole and just wiggles around so much, and then it's so in the back of your head you feel something just grabbing your brain stems as you're walking through some of these buildings, and even the factor that you turn off your light and some of the creatures will not be affected. Or will
Most
be affected.
Of them won't.
Yeah, they'll leave you alone.
Yeah,
the nurses primarily, and like that's a factor.
And some of the mannequin legs.
Yeah,
but the spitters will come at you.
They're just. I hate them. I freaking hate them.
Oh, they're worse in the remake.
I know.
We'll get on that. They're worse
I know.
In the remake.
I freaking hate it.
Stealth bombers.
Freaking A, dude. But the soundtrack is what really for me, music is a big deal. That's why John Williams is the freaking bomb diggity when it comes to Star Wars music and any music, like freaking Jurassic Park, Like, yes. Oh, he is. He is the bomb diggity. Like, ooh, good stuff. Send chills down your spine when you need that. When you need that tone, like he sets the tone perfectly for
Okay.
a lot of the people.
So
What?
so what you're saying is that I'm gonna mispronounce his name so badly.
Okay.
But Akira Yamaoka, the composer for the Silent Hill games. So you're saying he's the
Okay.
John Williams
Yeah,
for Silent Hill.
pretty much. For Silent Hill 2, yes, very much so.
Well, that's
Nobu Umatsu would like to argue that really that that John Williams is like freaking bomb diggity. Because that's interesting. I've never heard of his name.
I think I know who he's talking about.
Yeah. Do you have him up already, or?
Hold on a second.
Because I would love to know more. I'm intrigued now.
Okay, hold up.
But like the music in Silent Hill sets the scenes so good. Like there's one part where you're running through, and I will always go back to this at all times. Like freaking you're running down the halls with Maria, and you're running away from Pyramid Head. No, I say it like that because of that one line. It's Maria, not Mary.
Tavik wins by default. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Okay, well share your secrets.
Final Fantasy.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so for the cinemas, John Williams is amazing. Okay. Frickin' A. Damn it.
Took a bomb and threw it at you.
Golly.
Tavik said, hold my beer.
There goes my balloon. Holy cow. He just said, hold my beer. I'm just going to throw this out real quick. Freaking pipe bomb and everything. Gasoline.
That was literally a hold my beer moment.
You know what I'm gonna say? It's just deflated now. Like there's no point. But like
it's gone for you now. Sorry, friend.
Now. Damn, dude. But okay, I will say this: it got me in the feels at this moment where Pyramid Head kills off Maria. You get into the elevator. No, you're not wrong.
I just hit that. I just got that part in the remake not that long ago. So.
Okay. But yeah, like you think you made it, and then all of a sudden, bam! Out of nowhere, a freaking blade just shoots right through here.
Okay.
I will guest star on the podcast. Oh boy!
Bring it on.
I mean, yeah. Next time we talk about music, yeah, heck yeah, dude.
We had that whole thing on Linkin Park.
We do.
We did. Remember? We talked about in our Newsy episode. We talked about Linkin Park.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did talk about. Actually, Tavik and I did talk about that too privately, and it's like, yeah, no, we're on the same page. Yeah.
Yeah.
But just to finish this train of thought real quick, damn it! I know it's not Final Fantasy, but like the piano, the slow piano that plays after, just sets the mood to just depressing as I'll ever get out. And like it's just like, damn, dude, like it kind of hits. Yeah, like it
he killed the stripper. Oh, so sorry.
But the mood as far as afterwards, like it's good.
But the symbolism behind that is what I enjoy.
Yeah. That's another thing too with Silent Hill 2 being heavy on the symbolism, heavy on like it, and the thing is, it's not upfront about it. That's what I mean. It's just that hand on the back of your head. And then after a certain time, it's like, it just keeps flicking that one nerve every so often. And then it starts clicking, and then it starts making sense. And that's why I love Japanese horror movies, because that's what they do. They make you think. They're not very straightforward with like Jason Voorhees and all that, which I like it. It's funny, but like, ooh. They get you.
I have thoughts on two that would take hours.
Yeah.
But like, it's the manifestations of all of the villains, okay? So like the spitters, I told you my theory on that is they're manifestations of his wife vomiting because she was sick and dying.
Yeah.
The mannequins, I'm not quite sure on them, but the nurses are the women, the nurses that took care of his wife that he fantasized about, because men fantasize, especially if they're not getting any. But like he made them like they look sexy in a way, and
yeah,
they come at noise, and light.
Yeah.
So like they're attracted like squirrels, kind of. But like
little bugs to the light.
Exactly. And it's like I always wondered in the back of my mind, like he's seeing these things. Okay, they're literally manifestations of the, spoiler alert, guilt that he feels from killing his wife. So Angela, who comes into this town, and she's lured there because we all know Silent Hill it's like, come to me, my little pretties, and like it wants to toy with you. So like it brings Angela. Angela has childhood physical sexual abuse trauma. She has emotional abuse from her mother, blaming her for everything, and abandonment. What is she seeing? I'm like, she's making it through this. At one point, she has a knife and she gives it to James, but how is she getting through this? And then she describes to James, like, in a weird way, like the monster that she sees, which is like her father.
Mm-hmm.
And then James's own mind sees it in a very different way than what Angela did.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. But then you look at Eddie, who's also in the town, who I still maintain is running away from the cops because he killed somebody, but apparently he just killed a dog.
Yeah.
And shot somebody, but didn't kill the person or something. I don't know.
Well, he also wasn't all there in the head.
He's not.
And it shows from the very first scene. So like,
it's more telling in the remake, but like in the original, I really wondered if the reason Eddie looks at James so weird every time he sees him is because every time he's killing someone, because he's killing someone the whole time.
Yeah.
He's killing James. Because you see all these different versions of these bodies all through the town as you go through, even the original. And they all have the same character model as James. And they have like notes and things like that. And if you look at the body in the freezer, when you kill Eddie, the body that he kills,
yeah,
it looks like James.
I forgot.
And like,
that.
it's just the way Eddie, it looks better in the remake, but as he starts to unravel even more, it's like, it's almost like he's like, am I seeing a ghost? Why do you keep coming back? I keep killing you and you keep coming back. And Eddie's story to me is so perplexing and interesting. And I like what they do with him in the remake. I really do.
Okay.
Like, you just got to the hospital, so you went.
I haven't gotten to the hospital. I'm actually at the point where you're trying to fix the record machine.
Okay. Well, you haven't even met Maria.
No, I haven't gotten started.
You haven't even gone there in the apartment.
No.
Where you meet Eddie is different in the remake than where you meet him in the original. And when you meet him, it's kind of gross. But like you meet him in the apartments, of course. But like when you see him in the town, it's a different place. And it's gross.
Okay.
It's really gross. And every time Eddie talks, there's like cold air. Like he's colder. Like the air around him is physically colder than anyone else. And that is interesting to me because, your final fight's in a freezer with him. But Angela, it's always warmer around her.
Yeah.
James literally feels fire around her.
Yeah.
So it's like hot. It's just so interesting to me.
Well, that's what I mean too. Like how she sees the flames, but he cannot. But he feels it. That's what I mean. Like you get other character stories along with Silent Hill, and that is like what's just like, damn.
Because, like I said, the town just sucks them up, my pretty.
Yeah, and the one thing I've always said about with Silent Hill was that it sounds similar to what Paranoia Agent is.
Yeah.
Which is, if anyone who doesn't know, it's an anime, and every time someone's stressed or upset, and like they go beyond 100% of their level of beyond being stressed or depressed or whatever, they want an out. They're like, I just want it all the end. I'm so tired of this crap. And then they get their wish. But nobody sees what kills them. And it's a boy who rolls around on skates and has wields a golden bat, and he hits them. And it's this psychological point of like Silent Hill is in their minds, and like just feeds off of their memories, feeds off their minds. In a way, it's kind of like Paranoia Agent, because nobody else sees this creature, which turns out to be something else entirely, or maybe it's something else entirely for another person who's tracking all these killings. And then he goes off the deep end and starts seeing the Golden Bat Kid. And like it's this whole trip. It's crazy, but it's good. But that's why I love Silent Hill 2, because it's such a trip. Like it's so good. And the ending, it all makes sense. It all makes sense.
I get the water ending every time. I don't know why.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
When he drives into the...
No, I don't think I got that one. I think he just walks away.
Oh, so you got the leave ending.
Yeah, I think that's the one I got last time I played it. Years ago. When I was a teenager.
Yeah, he drives into the lake.
Oh, okay. So like
that's the water.
His paranoia and everything just takes over him. He's just like, I'm done with this.
Well, like he feels so much immense. He's like, I can't live without my wife.
Yeah.
And he drives into the lake and he kills himself.
So guilt.
Yeah. And that's because I've always gotten that ending.
Yeah.
Except when I got the UFO ending the one time. But I always get that ending.
Yeah.
And like I always go, Mary's in the backseat of that car.
Can I spoil something for you?
I already know.
Oh, you know about it from the remake.
I know.
Okay.
Because I was like,
I'm not gonna say it then.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, my God. I was so excited. Like I literally stalked it to see if it was in there. I was like, come on. Come on.
Just creeping around the windows. There she is, the creepy old lady creeping around the windows.
My youngest daughter was sitting there. She's like, Mom, what are you doing? I'm like, someday you'll understand.
Never mind you, child. You'll understand when you're older.
I was there when it was written.
For real. So, funny thing, the dog ending. Have you heard about that one?
I love the dog ending.
I actually
it's
like
different.
It's different from what I've heard the other ones, but on this one, it's just a dog pushing buttons, creating all these events.
And the characters.
And the characters. I'm like, okay, so it's a Matrix. It's a simulation, if you will.
I love the dog ending. The dog ending is
I've heard about it. I've seen it, but
it's that UFO ending for me though.
Yeah.
I mean, the UFO comes. James is there. Harry gets on the UFO. Have you seen my daughter? Have you seen my wife?
Let's go find her together. And they run off to that ladder. Me and you and me. No matter what the throws of dice, it had to be.
And then, in 3, the UFO ending is Harry, James, and then Heather's like, "Oh hi!"
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I gotta look that one up. You gotta show me that one because I'll probably never replay it to get the UFO ending. Like, I don't know.
But okay, I'm a little disappointed that it probably won't happen. But
what do you mean?
No. What I'm about to say. For as much as I don't like Maria, because I'm not a Maria fan.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Born from a Wish, for me, was good. It messed with you psychologically.
It kept the nature of what Silent Hill 2 was.
I mean, like, she just appears, she ends up in this mansion, you're like, okay. You hear the weird noises, she's like talking to the door. Yeah. And like you start to think like you're like, no, this is not a real person here. And then as it goes on, you start to think, maybe there is a guy up there.
Yeah.
And then she gets but like she gets in the room and then you can see the visible disappointment on her face.
Yeah.
And for me, that was like, oh shoot. Maria has feelings? Dang. My bad.
Well, also too, like wasn't that DLC added extra content for the Xbox? Not the PS2, but the Xbox. Well, originally it came out on the Xbox, the OG box.
It was a special thing for the Xbox release.
Yeah, it was an expansion because they could do more with hard drive and anyways. Didn't that take place like when you said when she disappeared and then she reappeared? Like that little gap?
It takes place, from what I remember, it takes place the minute James makes it to the town, he creates her.
Oh.
She's literally born in that minute.
Okay. That's fair.
He wishes for his wife, she appears.
Right.
And she's the perfect version of her. Except she isn't. She's the manifestation of what he thinks he wants.
Right. Which is why she looks just like his dead wife. Yeah.
I mean, every man that has a partner, like, they like their partner, but they also, like, in the back of their minds, like, oh, man, if she only had this, if she only had that. Like, it's there. Nobody can help it. Like, women are the same way. And it's in the back of his head, and it just, unlike the rest of us, it just spits it out.
Yeah.
And Silent Hill makes it.
Silent Hill gets in your mind psychologically.
How the one ending where he leaves with her, I'm like, that can't be an actual ending because like she's literally a manifestation of the town. Yeah. She can't leave. There's no way. There's just no way.
Unless he stays there and he thinks he's leaving, but he's just a part of Silent Hill now.
That I believe more. I personally like when he leaves with Laura.
Okay.
That's mine.
Fair.
Like that's the one I take canonically. But in the next game we're going to talk about.
I want to talk about Origins first. Then we'll talk about 4. Yeah, because I don't really care much for that one. That next one.
In 4 that we're not going to talk about, James's dad owns the apartment.
We're talking about it, but like, golly, all right, let's talk about it.
No, I'm saying this one thing. He owns the apartment complex. He mentions, I can't remember if it's a note or something, his son has been missing for years.
Yeah.
So it's like, if we take what happens in 4, like finding that note, James never made it out of Silent Hill.
No, yeah. All honesty, that's what I took from my ending was that he just didn't make it out. Even though it looks like he's leaving, he didn't leave. Especially, like I said, after that boss battle, like, yeah, no. I don't think he left.
He's stuck in a loop.
Yeah.
He's
Constant.
never going to get out.
Depraved loop.
I mean, it's kind of like in the movie how the whole town is stuck in a loop of consistent do 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 do.
Doesn't really explain that, but all right, sure, I'll let you have that. It doesn't. It does not. No, it doesn't.
No. Okay, so I do hate the fact that they put Pyramid Head in there because Pyramid Head is James's. That's what pisses me off about how they put Pyramid Head everywhere.
Yeah, because he was so iconic and so beloved, he became an icon.
He's James.
I know.
So James is stuck in Silent Hill stalking all these idiots? No, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
I mean, kind of makes sense. Takes
Make
place
it make
after
sense.
the fact. So if it takes place after the fact and it's just a manifestation, what if, because he stays in there, all those manifestations stay the same? Because in the movie, you also get the spitters.
Yeah, but like the movie, well, as much as I love it, tried fan service a little bit.
Yeah, they did. Wait, which kind of fan service thing were we talking about? Hollywood or anime fan service?
It did me fan service, okay.
So anime fan service. There are two different types of fan servicing depending on the demographic you talk to.
Me and my best friend of 20 some odd years, the two of us, they did fan service to us.
All right, fair.
And the fact that we watched that movie to go to sleep for like 2 years. There's something wrong with me. So like, as movies do. But no, okay, I get it. I get that Pyramid is iconic. I get that Pyramid Head is a symbol of Silent Hill. Okay,
in a way.
But if we want to go, yes, but if we want to go by what is an actual symbol of Silent Hill and what is actually like iconic about Silent Hill, it's the fog.
It's the fog. It's the Blair Witches hanging from the stick figures. It's
okay, so
the emblems.
Show me where the stick figures are in the original, though.
I meant that sarcastically. Like it's like a witch cult thing. I don't know, but it's a thing.
I mean, it's the fog and the sigil. Those are the two things
the
that are
sigil,
like iconic.
Thank you. That's probably what I meant to say, but yeah.
Like anybody I know that loves Silent Hill, they have the sigil tattooed on them somewhere.
And the weird thing is, it changes every game.
It does, because it changes for every person.
Yeah. So, which again, Silent Hill could just be a mental thing. It's all in their head and not really a physical place. And they really are killing people.
That's
that's disturbing, isn't it? It makes sense, doesn't it? It's like the scarecrow fumes. You breathe it in and you live and see Silent Hill. If they all have their own sigil.
You don't realize which game you just made click in my head completely now.
What's that?
4.
I want to know. Huh?
4. You just made Silent Hill 4 click in my head.
Oh.
If it's a manifestation.
I hate it, but yes. I mean, okay.
4.
All right, so we'll talk about 4 now because it does
4
make
makes more sense that way.
I hate it. I still hate it, but it does make sense. The gameplay could have been better. You're just stuck in the room. That Silent Hill 4, The Room. That's in the title. The Room. So it's like you're just a part of this room, the apartment building, and things manifest around you, which, yeah, that does make sense now you say it. But
and you
the
fight grudgy ghosts.
Like, yeah, and the ghosts and the crying baby heads that are trying to pry out from the wall that you got to silence them every so often.
But that's only if you put the darn doll in your chest. Don't do that and you won't have that problem.
Well, nobody told me.
Don't take it from Walter. Let it stay there. If you'd have known me at the time, I'd have been like, don't do that. It was like taking candy from a bad guy. Don't do it.
That's fair, but it's another weird psychological thing because you got a freaking pillar in the middle of the ocean that's a prison.
Yeah.
It's just the weirdest thing ever.
It's like we already saw Silent Hill's prison. We had Toluca prison. Like,
Yeah.
it was a battlefield prison. They explained it. It made sense.
Yeah.
This is just like, oh, we just cylinder. Here you go.
One,
fight some babies.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this one was really just a fever dream, which again, because of the fumes and everything, that makes more sense. That it's all in his head. It's all a dream. You look through the eye hole of your tightly locked door. Who knows if that's even tightly locked with chains and everything.
My God, no. PT. Okay, so I'm gonna say something. Kevin knows this. My PlayStation 4 still has PT on it.
It's worth thousands of dollars now. She doesn't know. I never
deleted it. Oh, I know it. I never deleted it. I won't sell the damn thing.
Oh man, I loved. I wish I had the chance to play it at the time, but I've seen it being played, and I wish that came true. As scary as that was, like that was really good.
The fetus in the sink.
I don't. The crying fetus in the sink. I don't like that at all.
Or like the refrigerator that comes down and you look up and she's up there looking at you.
She's
and
up there, and then you look to someone's hanging there.
Oh yeah,
but
lots of things are hanging there.
Oh yeah, freaking another loop. Freaking old boy just sitting over the balcony, just beady eyes looking at you while phasing. No, that was.
That was Del Toro.
He he took Silent Hill and said, "Hold my beer."
And he didn't do it alone.
Del Toro was a part of that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
As was Norman. So the three of them little amigos.
I know Norman was a part of it, but like...
Oh, Norman was more a part of it than you realize.
Really?
Yeah. Like, they ran ideas off of him.
Oh.
And that man's got a fucked up mind. We all saw Boondock Saints. But, like... Yeah. I love Norman Reedus. Don't get me wrong. Love him. Chef's kiss to that man. I'm so glad he's not dead. Thank God he didn't die in the motorcycle accident. The car accident. But...
Damn.
What the fuck, dude?
Kojima and Del Toro have been working together for years?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know about that.
Death Stranding is not the first time.
I didn't know about that, but that's interesting. Huh.
Yeah. He likes him. They like him. Kojima seems to find the weirdest people to become besties with.
Yeah.
And it's like... And then he takes forever to put a game out, and you're like, it's good. I mean, Death Stranding's okay. But, like, stuff is... Death Stranding is a freaking walking delivery simulator.
I get it. It's FedEx walking simulator. I know. I've heard it. But the story is actually... The
story's good. I own it. I've never played the full thing, but I watched the whole story thing on YouTube because I just couldn't. I get frustrated. Story's good. Yeah, I think Del Toro was a part of 4, or at least a consult on it.
Pulled influences from him, if I remember right. That's interesting. Huh.
Okay, so he didn't, but he has said that he would like to have been a part of the Metal Gear series, especially if they ever were to redo the first one. He did pull some influence from Mantis and the floating thing and the reading the memory cards.
That was pretty cool.
Is pulled from some of his stuff. I know that. I read that too.
Okay.
And I think
that makes sense.
Meryl's possession maybe was too.
Okay.
The way that she like walks and tries to seduce him, and then it ends up being Mantis.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's another series I know way too much about.
And
Oh
I know
wait,
very
four.
little about. Sons of the
Four.
Patriot.
No, I'm like, why am I blinking that happened? Like, okay, so in four. Okay, we just went off on a Metal Gear tangent, and I
Yeah,
feel
we did.
horrible.
We kind of did.
Tavik, I know which one you're talking about, and we can talk about it later. And yes, I would love an MGS remake too.
That would be nice.
Okay.
There's not much
The
else
only
to
thing
talk
I'm gonna
about
say.
for all honesty.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say one thing about Silent Hill 4.
Okay.
One thing. The body in the wall. Kevin. The body in the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself with a spoon and then carry my own dead body into an apartment.
My spoon is too big.
My spoon hurts.
Yeah. A lot of, like I said, that's why I call it a fever dream, because a lot of it was just wacky. All out wacky. Like, a lot of it didn't make sense at the time.
Yeah.
Initially. And I really didn't care about the ending, like the final fight or whatever. Like, it was just, like I said, it's just another cultish thing that you had to stop. And it's like, oh no.
Oh no, the cult. It corrupted a little orphan.
Yeah. But I mean, the second
Annie.
one, you just fought your wife. That's all it was. It was just marriage counseling.
That's some marriage counseling right there. I wouldn't go to that marriage counseling. I'm so sorry.
I mean, that's intense. Like, that's
that's more than intense.
So
that's
I mean,
involved.
Okay. So all right. So if we're going on the basis of like Silent Hill manifests in itself in your mind based on what you've done or what you feel guilty about, what's that going to be like? What would that be for Norman Reedus in PT?
It was supposed to be that he killed his wife or something like that.
Another one? Another one of those?
Kind of. Or like he was a drunk and he killed his wife. Like there was like, if you played PT and you listened to the radio.
I thought it was the phone. Oh,
no,
you're talking about the news channels and all that. Yeah.
Like the story, I don't even want to think about it right now because it literally gives me chills. But like Hideo then put it in MGS 5. He put it in like this wooded area. He literally put those stupid radio things in this freaking tent. And you walk by and you're like, what did I just hear? What was that? No. And like you go over there, it's like, no, we're not doing this. I have PTSD from this stuff.
Nice.
But so if it's a manifestation, it would have been something like that.
So yeah, that's what I mean. Like if it's manifestation, well, we talked about earlier how off stream we were talking about how you had to at least visit Silent Hill once, got the bug, if you will, and then it manifests later.
Yeah.
So what if you didn't visit it at all?
What if he did? What if he did all these bad things and he ran away and he ended up in Silent Hill? I mean, I don't know where Del Toro and them were going.
Yeah.
But that's what I think could have happened.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is like, what if like this whole god creature thing actually did take manifestation? You know, this whole sacrificial thing actually worked, and in a way it's kind of like Paranoia Agent, where it's like it's taking manifestation when you're reaching a certain limit or guilt, and it's gonna make you repent in a way that, you know.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah. kind of weird now.
Yeah, I could see it.
But hey, that's just a theory.
A podcast theory.
A gaming podcast theory. But I mean, yeah, 4 was really messed up. It didn't really follow the lines of its previous games. So that's why I played it. I beat it just to say I played it. But that was really it. It didn't really have that psychologicalness in it unless it was really deep, and then, you know, deep enough where I just now found out, 15 plus years later, it's like, oh, that makes sense. But
so we got one more that we could talk about, because I refuse to talk about Homecoming and Downpour.
So I haven't played the other ones. Well, I started playing Homecoming, but I never beat it. But I'm in the cemetery, and I know that's all I remember. That's all I remember. So, but anyways, or Silent Hill Origins, and we could even talk about Shattered Memories if we wanted to. I never played it.
Let's not pretend we did.
Okay, dang.
The game pisses me off. That game pisses me off.
Hold on.
You're gonna poke the bear, and the bear's gonna bite.
Where's my? Okay, hold on. And let's go over this. Why does it make you feel this way?
Wait, it's ironic you would do that.
How does that make you feel?
Do you want to know why it's ironic?
Yeah, why? What's up?
Because the whole time that you are playing Shattered Memories, okay, you're playing as Harry's daughter, who is dealing with the trauma of her father disappearing, and she's talking to a psychiatrist the entire time. And everything that you pick for her answers changes how Harry is in the game. You could turn him into a womanizer. You could turn him into just a normal dude. You can make him a drunk. Like,
damn.
Lots of things. So the fact that you would do that when you want to talk about Shattered Memories. But what pisses me off is you can't fight anything. You have to run from everything, and everything turns to ice and freezes your stupid butt.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to get at. There was this whole, the whole running through the doors mechanic that happens quite too often. I'm like, I hate this. This is annoying as I'll ever get out. you just run. Like you said, you don't fight anything, which really turned me off when I was younger, because I was like, this is dumb. You don't kill anything. You don't shoot nothing. Of course, I was also a barbarian class. If I were to, I guess, describe myself, I was very much a barbarian. That I played Champions of Norath. I played barbarian all the time. So, yeah, the intelligence really wasn't there. So, but yeah, Shattered Memories was different, and I also, there was a point that I stopped playing was because, like, you would listen to the tape records or the tape tracks, and out of nowhere, I just hear this ghostly scream as it's playing. I'm like, nope, it was dead of night. I'm like, no, I cannot play this anymore. It freaks me out so bad. So I never beat it.
I laugh at it, and I hate it. It's a running simulator for me.
It was Death Stranding running simulator before it was Lord of the Rings, but running.
It was dumb.
It really was dumb.
It made that that Lord of the Rings game the terrible one. With the thing.
Terrible one.
It just came out.
Oh, which one? Not the Mora.
The dude that takes the ring. Like what?
Oh.
He talks to himself. He's got 2 personalities.
Smeagol?
Yeah, his game.
Smeagol or Golem.
Yeah, the Golem game. It's terrible.
That's hilarious, actually.
It's right up there with that. I've never seen Lord of the Rings, okay?
Why do you gotta keep bringing that up?
It pains him when I say this. It pains him.
So,
Look at the pain.
moving on to Silent Hill Origins. My life.
Okay, so I love Origins so much.
Yeah.
I own the PSP version and the PlayStation 2 version.
Okay, I've only played one version, so.
Love it. Travis, for me, he's a good dude. Like,
He's
he literally,
badass.
he was a BA. But, like, he's a truck driver who just drives into this town because he's going to Brahms, and he has to go through Silent Hill to get to Brahms, and he sees a house on fire, and he sees a person run away from it, Dahlia, because he sees a little girl, and he almost hits her, and then he sees the house on fire, and he goes in, he saves Alessa. Okay, look, that's how she got saved. That's how she ends up in the hospital. Cool. I'll go for that.
Makes sense.
And then his trauma starts in the town.
Yeah. And you know the funny part about all this is you remember the town that he was actually going to.
I do.
Just side note, it's just he needs to go to the Silent Hill to get to this town. I'm like, I completely forgot about that. And the town, I couldn't even try to pronunciate it. Like,
so Sybil in the first one is an officer from Brahms.
Oh, okay.
So I'll never forget that.
Fair.
But yeah, Travis had to go to Brahms.
Yeah. No, I will say that was a good game. It was really good. Like for the PSP, it was really good. It pushed the boundaries of what the PSP could do.
It did, and it came out around the time that the Silent Hill Experience comics were coming out in the UMDs for the PSP. So it was like, this is the shit.
So it was trying to link everything together as what the comics were accomplishing.
Yeah.
So, which was good. It was nice to have kind of a prequel to Silent Hill 1. Was it needed? It helps.
It did. It answered a couple questions, but at the same time, it opened the canon up a lot to go, is this really canonical? Like, what happened? Like, we get told a certain thing, but then he did this. It's like, is it...
Right. And I mean, that's kind of like what we talked about before. It was like, you know, throughout the times, it's like, you know, does that story add up in the PS1? It's like, well, what if it did this instead?
Yeah.
You know, authors do that.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
So, I mean, maybe it fit, maybe it didn't. What's canonical, what's not, depends on what the fans say, I guess. I don't know.
Guess we'll save that for a remake someday.
I'm down. I would love to have that as a remake, honestly. Put it down on the
because
Vita.
2's remake is...
It's really good.
Except, I don't know if it's been updated again, but the
most
recent update
actually.
Did it update again?
Yeah,
because the update 1.04 or something like that soft locked everybody in the labyrinth puzzle.
Oh.
And the annoying part was I'm at the labyrinth, and I was like, I'm not turning it on until there's another update because I'm not soft locking my game. I haven't played it in a week because of that.
You know, it's funny. So I booted it up today to have that update. And I'm like, this is a weird feeling. Pride in someone else. Sorry, I had to say it.
Because as Corey puts it, Blooper Team did a great job.
Yeah.
Like, Blair Witch sucks so much. I was so excited for that game, and it blows. And the medium, okay, whatever.
I never even heard of that game.
They did one more. It's like or Layers of Fear or something like that.
Oh, that was a good one. I hate it, but I hate how good it is. How I hate how gory it is, but it's good.
Gory. It's good. It's got a good story.
That's what I mean. It's got a good story.
I don't know what Blooper Team did after that because the medium was horrible, and Blair Witch.
Yeah. So I guess to track on from my original thought of when I booted up the PS5 today and I saw an update. I'm like, this is weird because I'm playing Silent Hill 2 and back when there were no updates. So I guess I'm knocking on games nowadays as a general that there's updates for everything. And I'm like, I don't like this.
I don't like it. It makes me feel gross.
Yeah, at the same time, I get it. You know, computer stuff mess up, but it's also weird too. It's like, it makes you think, what did they use before that didn't mess up years after it launches?
Well,
or was it just that complete of a game that there were no bugs and there were no variables to make bugs or glitches? But nowadays with the engines they use, it's like so versatile. There's so much that can go wrong. You know, to fix every single bug numerically is just going to be impossible. Like, is that it? Or did they just not finish the game?
Like, when it comes to like bugs from old consoles, like the way we used to get games.
Yeah.
I remember I bought Lego Star Wars, okay, the original Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
And it was a blue disc.
Yeah, that means it's a CD.
Yes. Okay, so it was a blue disc.
Yes.
But what wasn't told to anybody who bought those ones is that they would break. The game would start to break.
Okay.
And I was playing it like the 6th time, and like things started to look weird. And then next thing I know, they're like, "Oh, we're recalling it. Bring it back. We'll give you a DVD disc." So they recalled them. I didn't take it in. I still have that blue disc version.
So it's probably worth a couple $100 then. Look it up. Honestly, you might be able to save some money.
But that game broke on me. It also corrupted my memory card.
Oh yeah, Vigilante Second Offense, I think, also had something similar, where at a certain point, if you're playing Convoy, the big semi truck, at a certain point, it will freeze the entire PlayStation. It will soft lock it, and if you're not careful enough, it could mess up your memory card. Yeah.
Yep.
It's weird.
It completely killed a memory card.
Those are, I don't know, I want to say like those are different bugs than what are nowadays.
But they're in the same caliber. Like, we get games that soft lock all the time from different updates. We get some updates that break an entire game. The Sims, I'm looking at you.
Well, and that's, I guess that's what I mean, is like you get something like The Sims that always consistently breaks. Or Call of Duty, the newer Call of Duties, where they have to update shaders. Dear goodness, why it's not a living
500 gigabytes.
Actually, it's not that bad.
Is it not now?
No, it's not. Well, as far as I know, I mean, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
I might hurt someone.
I'll have to double check on the numbers, but I have Modern Warfare 3 installed, and that's like 100 some, and then I have Black Ops 6 installed, and that's like 80 some gigs.
I'm about to find out. Anyway, go on.
So I guess total it would be 200 some odd gigs, yes.
Okay.
500 gigs. Yeah, that's what she said.
It's 128, but you only need 78.
Yeah.
If you do HQ and Warzone. If you already have those set up on your installed
right,
setup.
Right. But I imagine for like console players, they gotta pay an arm and a leg just to get the hard drive space.
That ain't happening for me. I'm sorry.
No, I ain't playing on console. But anyways, yeah, like with the concept fixing that needs to go on because of AI or whatever's changing in the matrices. I guess when I think of a bug or something, I think of like Mario 64 with its quote unquote bugs and glitches, which are essentially just hardwired, and they're never going to make a fix for them, a patch for them, what have you. So I guess that's why I see them as like two different entities, I guess.
Fair.
But
That's fair.
before the PS3 360 era, where they can push out a hot fix,
Which was weird as heck the first time that happened. I was like, what is that?
yeah,
What does it want to do? It wants to do what?
yeah.
It does that on my computer. Why is it doing it here? No.
Which is okay. Here's another weird thing. Okay, last thing I swear we can discuss on this. I have a Switch that I have offline, always offline, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I play games on there. And then all of a sudden, one day, there's an update. How does it know there's an update? Unless it's either pre-locked into the game that they're going to fix X, Y, and Z at a certain time, or is it secretly still going online and it's finding updates?
Still going online. It's still going online.
It's very possible, but shouldn't. That's what I mean. Like, how does that happen?
Because Nintendo's sneaky.
I mean, Nintendo's an ass. I hate them, but I'll buy their Switch too. I won't like it, but I'll buy it.
But I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'm not going to like it, but I'll do it.
I'm going to feel real dirty while I do it.
Actually, I'm probably going to buy two. One to hack and then one to have clean. All honesty. I am that guy.
You sound like my students. I'm going to hack my computer, Miss Edo. I'm going to hack my computer. Go ahead. See what happens.
They'll be like my friend. They'll hack into Penn's infrastructure, Penn High School's infrastructure, and shut down the network for a day.
Oh no! Do you know what this kid man should do? He made it make this loud beep noise, and then it made a pop, and then the screen went black. And I'm like, so what did you do?
So he created a virus. No, I'm being serious. That is, you hear a popping sound.
It was so
That's
loud.
the last you're going to hear your computer do anything.
It was.
I'm serious.
It was so loud.
That's your graphics card going out. Seriously, that's a graphics card.
I sent it to tech, and they sent me an email, and they're like, "What happened?" I'm like,
he downloaded something he shouldn't have.
Yeah, they ended up checking his stuff, but like, I'm like, I don't know what he did. He said he was hacking.
Hacker man.
His hacking was like he'd type in keys and change the magnification, and I'm like, oh, look at what you did. Because on the Chromebooks, you can have like the magnified dock or whatever on the top. And,
they're Chromebooks?
Yeah, well, they're
Gross.
Chromebooks, okay?
That's
my school corporation doesn't have much money, okay?
That's fair.
We don't even have tablets for the kids, okay?
Tablets.
My Mac's probably the most upgraded thing I've had in a while.
All that. All that womp womp.
I cannot explain to you this sound.
Oh man.
We all covered our ears.
No. You don't get it.
No, I don't get it, but I'm trying to describe this sound to you because now it's in my ears. I don't want to know what you two are up to. I'm done with you two.
I'll tell you when you're older.
You're not that much older than me.
I know. Sorry. We are professionals.
Stop it, damn it!
She's so. Oh no, she ain't. Oh, if you only knew.
I hate that saying.
Bless your heart.
She's a dummy. That is basically telling someone they're stupid. Didn't get your stupid reference. No, stupid. Just
womp womp.
No, I'm literally the little girl that crosses her arms and just sits in the corner and like glares at everybody.
So, prawn. It's the same P word, but rhymes with corn. All that corn.
Oh,
there you go.
So, I had a student that did that a couple years ago.
Oh my. What?
In the middle of class.
Jeez.
How to trigger a person 101. Yeah, okay. You don't know how much, actually.
Bless your heart. Wow, that really does work, Tavik.
You know you shouldn't trigger my buttons right now, right?
You gotta have fun once in a while.
Oh, you're gonna have fun when I... Never mind.
Oh, good luck with that.
I will go to Florida.
Yeah, you're going to need a 30-foot ladder also. So you might want to pick that up at Harbor Freight when you get here. Just saying. Which the closest one to me is about a good 45 minutes. So I'm
going to Disney. I'm going to Disney, and then I'm coming to you.
Bro, you're going to Disney. I got a year pass. I got an annual pass. Let's go.
All right, I'll come get you. We'll go to Disney.
We're going to Epcot.
And then I'll kick your butt.
I'm going to Epcot.
Fine.
I'm going to Disney World.
Can I go on the Guardians ride, please?
I don't even know where that's at. I haven't been to it yet. I think it's in Magic Kingdom, actually.
No, I thought it was at Epcot.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah.
I was going to say, I thought it was at Epcot.
Yeah, it's actually in the part that I haven't gone to yet.
Okay, well,
construction makes you go all the way around in a different direction, so I'm like, I'll go to the World Showcase. I love the World Showcase. So
go get drunk at the World Showcase. I'm going to go hang out with Star-Lord. We'll meet back up later.
Fair.
That's the plan.
Oh, bless your heart and your gumdrop buttons. Oh, I think that made it worse.
So, my grandmother is Southern.
Fun.
Bless your heart, darling. Bless your heart. My whole freaking life.
And once you find out the meaning, then it all changes. Then you're like, I do not like you, Graham.
I was like... And then one day I went, Nanny, are you kidding me?
Oh, man.
Havoc? You don't... He doesn't know the chaos he could unleash, does he?
So, next stream. No, I don't think he doesn't know you well yet. Yeah.
Ask Chris.
Yeah, Chris knows.
We had a whole place in Pal World, and I miss my castle.
Yeah, that was fun. We gotta figure out that again someday.
I downloaded it.
Oh,
We'll make another castle.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't need another agent of chaos in my life.
Oh,
I just got rid of the one.
This is true. This is why the week's been rough. It's been a rough week. Actually, 2 weeks, but that's a whole different story for another day.
I mean, he saw it on Sunday when I was just kind of like,
yeah, true.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry too. So we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, you're cool, Tavik. You can stay.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
The other one can't, but you can. No, he literally cannot hurt
hurt you. Fair.
So fair. So fair.
I mean, he does
100%.
live miles away, so I mean, yeah, literally he cannot. So,
whereas the other one lived 20 minutes away, but okay.
Yeah. And I only live like 1,000 miles away, so.
I told you we're going to Disney. Dang, come on.
Disney. Yeah, you
Get
never
with the
give me
plan.
time yet.
Spring break. I got nothing going on.
Spring break. Oh, it's fair.
You want winter break? I got 1 whole week in winter break with no children.
Fair, I guess. I mean, I'm kind of fixing on my other job, so yeah, you know how that goes.
We could do an entire podcast in Disney World.
You jest. But we
I
could
don't
make
jest.
this
I
happen.
suggest.
We can make this happen.
I don't jest. I suggest.
I don't know how, but I will find I could find a way. I could. Very well could. Disney may not like it. Well, depending on which method I choose, but yeah.
Sucks to suck, Disney.
Oh man.
But give me more Sebastian Stan and I'll stick around.
Sebastian
Disney
Stan.
sucks, but give me more Sebastian Stan. I'll stick around for a little while.
Sebastian.
Bucky Barnes!
Oh, I didn't know him that well, but okay. Congratulations. Okay. So that's our thoughts on Silent Hill. Let us know what y'all think in the comments below. Leave a like if you liked it. Please, it helps us out. Share it with your friends and family.
Share it with everyone you know.
Share it with people that they just need some background noise. We're good background noises.
If you're mad at them, share it.
We can make the modem sound if that helps any better. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Hee-haw, hee-haw.
So, looking ahead.
Yes, looking ahead, I see we have more simulators that I gotta play. Frickin' A.
We are going back to some simulators to play. Not just talking about series and franchises. We thought with Halloween and everything, these would be cool. But simulators again.
But I mean, technically, with the dog ending in Silent Hill 2, that does kind of make it a simulation. Silent Hill is a simulation.
Don't have to tell them.
But I'm just saying, it kind of makes it a simulation.
It's heavily implied. It's heavily implied. Stop it. It's implied.
I'm sorry. I'm breaking the fourth wall and everything. I'm sorry. I'm going against the rules of calamity, but I'm just sharing. I'm just sharing, man. So yeah, we got more simulators to talk about next time. I was about to say next week.
In December, we'll be
first
covering
week of
Doom.
December. Yes.
We'll be covering Doom. To which Allie had never played Doom. But she has since beat the first one.
To which we had people who have strong-armed her into playing the first Doom on Windows 95. Not a Windows 95 exactly, but just an emulation. But it's technically an emulation.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, he made me play it. And now I have to beat 2.
And then you have to play 3.
But there's like 30 some odd levels in 2.
And then you have Doom 2016. And then Doom Eternal. And, I mean, we could talk about...
Doom's a simulation.
It's simulating demon hunting.
It's simulating the Earth dying and becoming a demon fortress. But that particular episode, we should be having a guest for that.
Yes, should. So it'll be different because we're going to have a new layout. Hopefully by then. We'll see. We'll see how my lazy butt does. But Yeah, it'll be something new, something different, and we still got to talk about that new program to run instead of going through Discord all the time.
You keep saying that. You keep saying that.
When do we have time to do this?
Never. Never, 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 never.
Never, 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 never gonna give you up.
I mean, I was at work till 7:30 last night. I ain't got time.
I know. I know you're busy. You're a teacher. You're always busy. But on that note,
are you gonna be on tomorrow?
Me?
Yeah, if you're gonna be streaming, you should say it.
Probably not, but we'll see.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm kind of going through a transition, so you know how it is.
Sunday we will be on. Is the new update for Phase out that day?
I don't think so. I think it's out on the 28th.
Okay. We will do challenge.
Yeah, no, yeah, it should be out. Yeah.
The new update should be out for Phase, so we'll be playing that. That night it's going to be all the new challenge stuff and the Blood Moon.
That'll be interesting.
Which we're really looking forward to because this is different and we like it.
And it's something new for Phase, so yeah, we'll always take something new for Phase. We've been playing it for centuries.
Kevin, I went up another level.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But yeah, we'll be back on Sunday. Most likely then Tuesday. Probably for some 7 days.
Probably.
Most likely. Okay, we'll be on for 7 days.
I mean, if you don't want to play 7 days, just say it. Just say you don't want to play 7 days.
I just unlocked the top tier of Pummel Pete. I'm not letting that go. I'm not letting that go. And the bears are coming back. The bears are coming back. I gotta go cuddle the bears.
Freaking bears.
You can build the base while I go cuddle the bears.
Yeah. Then I'm just going to hear a bunch of screaming, oh my God, every 5 seconds when it's just a false alarm. Oh my God. It's coming. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
At least I'm entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. The last time I was actually standing on top of a ruined building across the street, watching this whole thing play out. This little dot shooting another dot, running back and forth. Oh my God, it's running. And then I look down the road. She's halfway down the road because they think the bear is coming out. And then she finally walks out. Oh, where'd it go? I don't know, Allie. It might be in the window. Go check it out.
I got brave and climbed into the window.
Yeah, you did. After you killed the first one, yeah.
Or when I ride the bike up the side of the bridge and then shoot down.
Oh my God. Yeah, that is a thing too.
I'm trying to think. There was some. No. Oh, I planted all those trees and completely bogged down our game.
That was when we first started playing. Yeah, I remember that.
Poor children.
Oh my gosh, she's still calling it children. Children of the trees. You can't say corn because they're not corn, so I mean.
True. I could plant corn now.
Yeah.
I put the thing on the roof. I could plant corn. Okay.
You put the planter's block on top of the roof? Oh my gosh. So anyways, next podcast, we're going to talk about simulators. Sunday, we are going to play Phasmophobia. Check us out at Twitch TV. The Purple Channel is what a lot of people keep saying it because they don't want to get banned or whatever. I don't freaking care. Find us at MECHDUDE009 and ALLIENICOLE22 on Twitch. And you can watch our shenanigans for about a good hour until we pass out.
Yeah, because usually we're pretty loopy by then.
Loopy, and yeah, we also have to go to sleep because, you know, adult stuff, adulting and whatnot.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, that is going to be it for tonight. Fun. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Tavik, thank you again for coming out. And
Chris!
Chris, thank you again for coming out. And for anyone who's just lurking around, we appreciate the lurk. We appreciate you sticking around and listening to our shenanigans, watching our shenanigans as we just discuss random games and our passions about Silent Hill. The good and the bad, even though it's bad, it's like, but we made sense of it.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, we kind of all just cracked the code of what Silent Hill really is, man. So we can say the same about Downpour, Homecoming.
Oh Lord. Oh my God.
Just everything
someone make him stop. Someone make him stop, because I'm about to say the thing about the car that runs on water and you don't want to hear that.
All right, fine. Well, we won't talk about that. We'll talk about the car that runs on water, the water that the car is under that runs on the car.
Okay, enough with the poison there.
Oh, you mean the poison, the Cusco's poison. The poison specifically made for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Oh, yeah, that one. I know exactly which one you're talking about, actually. Until next time, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming out. And for choosing us as your podcast and your noisemakers, your background noise. And
I didn't know Brock Sampson showed up here, but all right.
We'll talk to you next time, everyone. Thank you again for coming out. Take care.
Thank you.
Have a good
nice
evening.
Night.
Have a good weekend, too, while you're at it.
I want pizza.